Here's everything you need to know about the 3300 and the 5500 LatteGo from Philips. So starting off with the 3300, this is the EP3347/90 model from Philips specifically. This machine is, it's the newer version of what they used to call the 3200 LatteGo. This is the 3300 LatteGo, new and improved, which includes the silent brewing technology that they put in all of their newer line of machines, but keeping pretty much the same format and footprint as the 3200. So what we have is 6 preset drink options here. There is the espresso and coffee options, as well as iced coffee, the latte and cappuccino option, and then the hot water option. What you don't get on this machine, which a lot of people do tend to like, is the milk froth only option, which you do get on a machine like the 5500. So if you do a lot of milk froth for like hot chocolate or something, just keep that in mind, that it's not as easy to just do milk frothing with this machine as it is with some others. You get a pretty simple interface here. Everything that you see is what you get. So it's touch buttons. Everything is just a simple tactile button rather than a screen or any other type of interface. So error messages and cleaning tips and troubleshooting things are all done with the lights here on the right side, and then a combination of those lights and some other lights that flash. So if there is something that your machine is prompting you to do, it's a little bit more difficult to do it on something like this rather than something like the 5500, which has a screen and color messages that show up when you need to empty the drip tray or empty something else. You get the LatteGo system that Philips has really been using for quite a while now on their espresso machines. That means 2 pieces, really simple, easy to clean up, and it gives you hot milk froth every time without needing to have a pitcher and froth yourself. So it's truly just a one-touch latte or cappuccino. And then you get the 12 grind settings that all Philips espresso machines currently have. So it has 12 grind settings. You get 3 temperature settings, 3 strength settings. So you get low, medium, high. So it is telling you how much ground coffee you're actually getting in your shot. From what we've found, so one big key difference here is that this has 5 strength settings, the 5500 does, and the 3300 has 3, but we found that both these machines typically have the same maximum amount, so 5 settings does not get you more coffee. They're both about 10 grams. They have the same brew unit, so there's not more espresso or less. You can just fine tune the 5500 a little bit more. Otherwise, pretty similar footprints as the 5500. You get the AquaClean filtration, everything that comes with what has come to be known as Philips Super Autos comes with this machine, and it's a really good value. It's one of the lower priced options that they have with the LatteGo, and with the simplicity you get pretty good value. The same general brewing characteristics of some of the more expensive machines, with just a little bit less of the bells and whistles. So if you're looking for something easy, simple, no profiles, you don't need different coffee parameters for different people in your household, the 3300 LatteGo is a great choice. And now we're going to talk about the Philips 5500 LatteGo. This is the model EP5544-94 from Philips. So that is just the specific model and colorway that we have here. One of the big things right off the bat that you're going to see different from the 3300 is going to be the color screen right in the center. So what that gives you is a really nice place to adjust your parameters without having to use the buttons. And this also gives you the option to see troubleshooting, to see kind of the progress when you're brewing a shot on the screen rather than it just being very simple and rudimentary like this one here. Philips says that there's 20 drinks that come preset into this machine. In fact, there definitely are, but a lot of them do get pretty similar. You get a lot of iced drinks as well as hot drinks, so brewed over ice or brewed into a mug. Tons of options for you to customize and have exactly how you want it, including iced Americanos, hot Americanos, espressos, cappuccinos, everything that you can think of. Basically, this machine has preset. You also get multiple profiles, which means that you can set it for how you want your coffee, and then you can save it for your drink, and then there could be a different profile for someone else in your household that can save their drink. So when the machine goes on in the morning, they just select the profile, select their drink, and it's exactly how they want it. So if, say, you want an extra shot, which is a big feature that this machine includes for almost every drink, is that you can have an extra shot, just dial it in with the strength setting, and you'll be able to get an extra shot out every time. If you like an extra shot, then you can save that to your profile and have that ready to go every single time. Makes it nice and simple. The 3300 on the other hand, you can't do extra shots on the milk drinks. It's just the espresso, the coffee, and the iced coffee that you can do 2 shots. But the 5500, you can pretty much do an extra shot with any coffee-based drink. You get the same ceramic grinder that comes in a 3300. It has 12 grind settings, just like the other one. And as mentioned before, there are 5 strength settings. It does seem to have the same maximum as the 3300 and other Philips machines that we've had. About 10 grams is about the maximum that we've seen. It can depend on your grind size and your roast level, but it's about 10 grams, 10.5 if you're really pushing it. Typically 9.5 to 10 is where we see the pucks coming out for the most part on both machines, but you do get a little bit finer of an adjustment with the 5500. So it's more like half gram increments down rather than full grams because you have those 5 settings versus the 3. So you get 3 temperature settings like you do with the 3300, low, medium, and high. So for different roast levels or different taste preferences, you can adjust the temperature 3 ways. And then you get basically the same AquaClean filtration system. So Philips says up to 5,000 cups without descaling as long as you're replacing the filter. That's pretty much universal across all the Philips espresso machines. What really makes the difference here is those 4 profiles plus the guest profile for your household. Some nicer fit and finish, as you can see, not just the screen, but some of the elements around the machine. The cup warming rail is metal finish versus the plastic on the 3300. So just overall, it's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing of a machine. You get a slightly more upgraded lid for the grinder. It's just their newer version, which has a better seal. And both these machines, they can also, forgot to mention this, but they can also do ground coffee in the bypass doser. So both these machines have that option for decaf or whatever you want pre-ground. And the 5500 would make a great machine for people who are drinking a lot of coffee, for households that want, somebody wants weak coffee and somebody wants strong coffee and they don't want to have to adjust it every single time. You can just get your profile, set it up, have it the way you want. Maybe somebody likes more milk, less milk, whatever you want, this machine can get it for you and save it for you for the next time. And with that touchscreen and all those drink options, you're not going to run out of choices for customizing exactly what you want. Whereas with the 5 choices, plus the hot water, you are getting a little less choice, but some people like less choice, some people like more, totally up to you. If you are a household that drinks a lot of coffee, want something a little bit more feature rich and a little bit more aesthetic, the 5500 LatteGo is an excellent choice. So in summary, looking at the 3300, you get really good bang for your buck, and it's also a little bit more simple to use. You don't have a bunch of screens and all that. The 5500, what you're getting is a lot more flexibility and those user profiles to dial in exactly what you want for your household. And then with the 3300, you get less drink choices, so there's less flexibility with what you're wanting to brew. And the trade-offs with the 5500, it does come at a higher price point for basically the same core functionality. And because of the screen and all the parameters that you can adjust, there's a little bit more of a learning curve when you first set it up. If you want more information and more in-depth reviews on super automatic espresso machines like these, check out the playlist on our channel that has lots of comparisons, reviews, and more.